the rewards that again, we learned them in this incredible journey of running.
Joining me for a panel discussion were 4 women from my book who helped me get faster and stronger after the age of 50.
And then on the far end is Sylvia Ruegger, who is inspirational to me for any number of reasons. One is she was the Canadian participant in that 1984, that very first women's marathon at the Olympics. Only age 23, she finished 8th in that field, just 5 minutes outside of first place and just a little bit more than 2 minutes outside of bronze. Sylvia held the women's marathon record for 28 years in Canada until Lanny Marchand broke it last year. And she's also the national director of the Start to Finish Reading and Running Clubs. And when I heard her speak about those clubs, I immediately started volunteering with Sylvia, and she's a true inspiration.
When I was a teenager, my dream was to be an Olympian. And I was so inspired by the excellence. I saw excellence. I saw determination. I saw perseverance. And I was inspired to dream a dream. And so I wrote a little note to myself. I stuck it in the floorboards of my bedroom and I covered it up September 11th, 1976. And on that note, I said that one day I will run for Canada at the Olympic Games. Now, running for women at the time, as we've already heard here, was not encouraged. And so my dream was to maybe do 800 or 1,500 meters, which were the furthest distances at the time. But through incredible just support that I had from a mom, just coaching, and just a passion and a desire to achieve that goal 8 years later, I did see that dream achieved. Finished 8th, as Margaret mentioned, in a new Canadian record at the time of 2:29. Part B on the note was to go back to an Olympic Games and medal for Canada. So after the Olympic Games, I was so excited about going back in '88. And 6 months after the Olympics, returning to Guelph, where I was finishing my studies, had come to Toronto to train. It was a stormy January evening, and just before I reached my destination, my car hit a patch of ice. I lost control of my car, was impacted by an oncoming vehicle. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and I got ejected from the vehicle. And when I regained consciousness, I was in this snow-drifting ditch. And so that did, in retrospect, it hindered my career. I was out of running for 2.5 years with injuries as a result of the accident. But the passion to go back was great, to achieve that dream. I was very difficult after that to regain the level that I had achieved before the accident. When people say that to me, Sylvia, was it disappointing when you look back and you maybe recognize that you didn't achieve all those goals that you had as a result of that? One of my favorite quotes says, "The highest reward for a person's work is not what he or she gets for it, but rather what he or she becomes by it." In other words, we have the goal, and it's a powerful goal, and we go after it, but the rewards are ours before we can get there. I say this too, when I look over a room like this of women, it's hard for my mascara not to start running. And I don't apologize for that anymore, because it's incredibly powerful to see a group of a room full of women who are running and have come to understand the incredible benefit of that in their life. We become courageous. And you might think, how is training for the 5K or for the half or even beginning to run, how is that making me more courageous? Because anytime we set a goal, there are risks. We don't know if we're going to achieve that goal. So every sacrifice that we make, it requires a step of courage. There were times when we thought, is this just foolish? You know, this journey that I'm on, am I really going to be able to do this? Is it really going to benefit me? Am I really going to achieve that goal? And then when you have gained that sense of, wow, I can do this, that's when I say it doesn't just stay relegated to your running. Then you begin to look at your life differently and the other things that you want to give yourself, as those rewards do not stay there. They impact your life in a powerful way.
Just a reminder, if you do buy extra copies of Older, Faster, Stronger tonight, $1 goes to this incredible national organization that Sylvia built, which is the Start to Finish program with the Running and Reading Club after school program. And Sylvia was certainly my inspiration, and she used her strong to build that organization.
I want to leave off with a quote tonight. You look at women over the past centuries, they are told to stay still, not move around. It's very disempowering. Being strong is part of taking your place in the world. So I would like to thank all the incredibly strong women here, and all of you strong women, and awesome. Thank you so much for
Never too late to be the athlete you want to be. It's also never too late to get it back.